Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started.
Go.
It's 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Mahomes got to throw on this first play. Dumped off to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Yellow. Hero 15. Hey, 57, 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
3rd and long for Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's a throw. He's got Harrison. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Walker on 1st down. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. They give up the gut to Walker. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying again, Walker. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. Right side.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Rolling.
Working quickly here.
57. Right side.
Another try following the sack. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Right side.
They'll run here following the penalty. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Handoff now from the gun. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Attack, attack!
They'll go. It's Mahomes. He's got it to his running back. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants get it down to a single point. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. Throwing now on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, he was looking, Kate. He was trying to find a lane, but just simply nowhere to go. I don't think he'll be too heartbroken heading to the sidelines, though. He still made the play, took the ball away, got his defense off the field, and now sets his offense up for success.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at first down here. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, those big guys are taught that if you can't get to the quarterback, guess what you can still do? You can get a pass breakup. That's perfect timing to get his hand up, and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Yellow. Hero 15.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Amendola able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Putting a receiver in motion. From the 38. Pass complete to Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll throw on 1st. Flush out now to his left. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. Give him 32 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Walker now from the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now on 2nd and 10. The throw is caught. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
I I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now an inside give to Walker. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Easy.
Pressure coming for Mahomes. He lets one fly deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
High down these two. Hey, rip list. Yellow. Hey, 57 color. Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Falcons will take over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll come out throwing. That's caught at the 25. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now lead by 10. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Right side.
Throwing is Mahomes. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Right side.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Excellent protection so far. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play, breaking the pocket.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Yellow. 15, 15. Forty-three. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 16 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Gets it to him on the screen. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Attack, attack. Right side.
Back to the air, Mahomes. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's tackled for no gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now.
Running with Walker again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking for a throw here. Into the hands of Walker. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's trying to push the field. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touch. First and 10 now from the 30. Running is Walker. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Here's Walker running right. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll throw it. It's his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Throw on 3rd down. Finds Hyatt. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. This one falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass complete to Walker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Fire down these two, fire down these two. Right side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down.
Yellow. Collect.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. It's a design boot. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The give now to Walker. Now call going against the offense. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons go up by 19. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Right. 15. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, dribble it. Yellow.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Hey, 15. Right side.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. They've got first down from the 31. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
19 Tiger.
They go with Walker here. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Offense to the line for second down. Staying with Walker. That's good room at the 35. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
To the ground with Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve third down and 4. Handoff running left, Walker. First down and more past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up second and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They give up the gut to Walker, and he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Trying to run it with Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all one-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Trying again following the sack. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Throwing is Mahomes. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Falcons take over as he records the 40th interception of his career.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Walker on 1st down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Walker running to the right. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Walker going to motion over right. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, check that. Street. Hey, check that.
Now Walker. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes it a 29-point ball game.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hey, 43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Falcons have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
1st down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
On the carry, it's Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And with this being their 5th